Hi everyone, my name is Olufemi Michael. I'm a data analytics instructor. Today we'll be looking at logical functions. And on logical function, we'll be considering SUMIF, SUMIFS, COUNTIFS, COUNTIF, AVERAGEIFS, and AVERAGEIF. Now, when you talk about SUMIF in Microsoft Excel, it means you are dealing with a criterion, a single criterion. Now, what I want to do is that I want to look from this table using some if function to return the salary of each department. Now, let's see, equals to sum if. Now the first argument, range. So my range will be this department. Then I will lock it using F4. I'll put my comma. The next argument, criteria. So my criteria here will be my department. This time I will choose tech, comma, then sum range. So the sum range will be the salary department. So I will copy down and lock it using F4. Close my bracket, hit my enter. So let me autofill, then I will explain what I have done. Good. Now if you look at my tech, the department, which is the first department, tech. Now if you look at this table that we looked from, you will see that I have just only single tech here on row 4. So, and the salary we have 100,000 naira. So Excel returned 100,000 naira. Now for production department, I have 1, 70,000, 2, 35. I also have 3, 70. I have 4, row 7, 70. Then I have 5, row 13, 35. Now we have 280. When you sum them together, it will give you 280. Data engineer, we have one in row 8, another one row 15, then another one row 16. Then we have 180,000. We also have food and nutrition on this table. Now on row 9 we have food and nutrition, which is 70,000, and this is the 70,000. For marketer we have 50,000. If you look at the marketer here, which is part-time, we have 50,000. Then we also have traffic controller. So now let's look at some ifs. Now in Microsoft Excel, some ifs deals with two criteria. Now the criteria will be department and job status. So I'm going to look from this table to return the salary of each department based on their job status. So let's go. That will be equals to sum ifs, sum range. Sum range will be what? A salary. So I'll copy down and lock it using F4, comma, criteria range 1. So criteria range 1 will be my tech department, I will copy down and lock it using F4, comma, criteria 1. That will be tech department. I'll put my comma. Let's see the next argument, criteria range 2. So criteria range 2 will be our job status column. So I will come here and lock it using F4, comma, then criteria 2. That will be the job status, right? In this case, we'll pick full-time on site. Then we'll close our bracket and hit our enter. So let me copy down. Now in this case, now here we have 100,000 error again because we have just only single tech on this table. Now for production department whose job status is part-time, we have 70,000. So if you look at production, we have 170,000 full-time, we have one part-time 35,000, we also have another part-time here 35,000. So 35 plus 35,000, 35,000 plus 35,000 will give us 70,000. Applicable to data engineer part-time, food and nutrition full-time on-site, marketer part-time. If you look at the marketer, we have just only single part-time 50,000, so it returned 50,000. Then we have traffic controller. We have just only one traffic controller here, which is full-time on-site based on the job status 90,000, and it returned the 90,000. So now let's move to COUNTIFs. In Microsoft Excel, when you talk about COUNTIFs simply means you want to count the number of times the department appeared based on the job status. That is, I want to count the number of times each department appeared. Now it will now be based on the job status. So let's go. That will be equals to COUNTIFs criteria range 1. That will be my department. I will copy down, lock it with F4, comma, criteria 1. That will be my tech department, comma, criteria range 2. That will be my job status, lock using F4, comma, criteria 2. That will be full-time on-site. Then I will close my bracket. I will hit my enter. So if you count the number of time tech department appeared on this table whose job status is full-time on-site, it's just only one. So it appeared once. So for production department part-time, so let's see, production department, we have full-time here, we have one part-time 1, we have another one full-time, then we have another one part-time 2. So we have, like, let's say again, row 3 1, so we have 2 times. Let's see, 2 times. It appeared 2 times on this table. So if you check it, you see that it appeared 2 times. It appeared 2 times on row 13 and row 3. For data engineer, we have 2 times. So let's count 1 and then 2, row 15. So for food and nutrition, we have food and nutrition just only once. For marketer, row 12 once. For traffic controller, once. Now when we talk about COUNTIF in Microsoft Excel, COUNTIF simply means that you want to count based on one criterion. This case, that means we want to count the number of times all the departments appeared on this table, not based on job status this time. The number of times all the departments appeared on this table. So it will now be equals to COUNTIF range, that will be department, F4, comma, then the criteria, take, close my bracket, hit my enter once. So let's autofill. So for production department, we have 5 times. If you count, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So for data engineer, we have 1, 2, and 3. And then for food and nutrition, once, marketer once, traffic controller once. Now let's move to average ifs. Now average if means that you want to know the average salary based on 2 criteria. So that means I want to know the average salary of all the tech departments, and then based on their job status. So that would be average salary of tech department, job status, full-time on-site, production department part-time, data engineer part-time, food and nutrition full-time on-site, the other one marketer part-time, traffic controller full-time on-site. So let's go, equals to average ifs, average range. That will be my salary. I will lock using F4, comma, criteria range 1. That will be my department. I will copy down and use F4, comma, criteria 1. That will be tech department, comma, criteria range 2. That will be job status. Use F4 to lock, comma, then criteria 2. That will be full-time on-site. Close your bracket, hit enter. So we have 100,000, and we also have 35,000 based on the job status. Part-time, we have 45,000, we have 70,000, we have 50,000, and we have 90,000. Then let's look at the last one, average if. Average if means that you want to calculate the average salary of all the departments. This time you won't use job status. It means you are dealing with one criterion. So let's go, equals to average if range. That will be my department, F4, comma, then criteria. The criteria will be tech, comma, then average range, the salary. So you copy down, lock it using F4, close your bracket and hit your enter. So we have 100,000 here, and for the rest we have 56,000, we have 60,000, we have 70,000, we have 50,000, and we have 90,000. Is that simple enough? So that is how you can use SUMIF, SUMIFS, COUNTIFS, COUNTIF, average ifs, and average if in Microsoft Excel. I hope you've learned something again today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for you to see more of my videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.